Sweet baby Jesus, we're going to watch a video from the past, and they are so lucky they didn't upload today because now the internet is filled with fact checker to protect us from the dangerous and harmful misinformation. If they posted this today, I'm pretty sure that Snopes and the Democrats and the prestigious journalists would be all over this video calling out the bullshit lies that we are going to be subjected to. So let's listen.
I made a black female character for myself in Mass Effect 2.
She made a black female character for herself in Mass Effect 2. Empowering. She was more powerful after the experience than she was before.
And it felt really, really good. I was like,
See, dopamine rush. My god. You know, the thing is, like, you could do that before Mass Effect 2, but they're going to pretend like this is a breaking the glass ceiling. Do you know, like, how before Mass Effect 2 you could make a black female character? Since Baldur's Gate. Like, literally, when did that game come out? Like, in the 90s? Yeah, like, almost every single RPG before the diversity experts got sent by Jesus into the gaming industry. Before that, there was diversity. I know, shocking, mind-blowing. How did those companies manage without the guidance of Sweet Baby? I don't know, but like making a black female character, you could do it in Baldur's Gate, you could do it in Neverwinter Nights. Again, like almost every single RPG allowed you to customize this. It's not that difficult, but again, let's watch it. We gotta pretend, like, you gotta be part of the madness. You gotta pretend that Mass Effect 2 was like groundbreaking in the fact that it let you play as a black female character, something that no other game ever did.
Like, oh, I can just do this. Pretty much in one of the first playable areas, you have your first fully customized player character, Shepard, and you enter a space station and you have to rendezvous with someone named Jacob Taylor and Miranda Lawson. But you meet Jacob first. And if you don't know, Jacob is a black man, he's a Marine, and your first interaction with him is like crouching behind cover in like this really close quarters situation for a quick conversation about your next mission. So when it happened the first time for me, I was like, oh my God, this is powerful and remarkable, because I was looking on screen at these two black characters meeting and talking one-on-one, and neither of them was cast as a criminal, they weren't a savage, they weren't a stereotype, they weren't a sidekick.
Look at how many lies. Like, how can she lie so much? You know, I'm willing to bet that when this woman is quiet, she's lying to herself. First of all, the guy is a criminal. He's a terrorist. He's part of Cerberus. It's part of the plot. How do you not know that? Like this is a company that deals with writing stories, and they're incapable of even analyzing a story. I think that when I was at 4th grade, it was like part of the homework. You know, like the teacher would get you to read something, and then you had to say what you've read, right? Like you had to use your own words in order to tell the story to other people. And she's like right here playing this game, and you're like, the game makes it absolutely clear, like it hammers in your brain, like, yeah, this is a terrorist, like he is wanted by the government, like Cerberus, bad guys. And she's like, well, so yeah, there was this other guy and he wasn't a criminal. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. But even then, so fucking what? It's like, okay, so only white people can be criminals, right? Like this is a prestigious thing. It's like, I need some criminals in the game. Oh, yes, call the white man, right? Like, this is how they're thinking. Everything is racialized. Everything is like the genome, and like, let's do the splicing, because that's the only thing we learned in gender studies. Apparently, playing a video game and then explaining the story as it was, that is too difficult, that is too complex. But like, we can still race swap and gender swap, like we can do that. And also, you know, again, pretending that Mass Effect 2 was like the first game that has a black character in it, like what the fuck? I mean, didn't StarCraft have Duran? Didn't that come like way before that? Doesn't Final Fantasy, which is now coming, the remake, the Tifa censorship simulator, like, right, before the remake, there was the original. Doesn't that have a black character? Like, again, her obsession is with race, and she is incapable of even knowing the video games that had black characters. Like, this is her thing. This is her shtick. Why do I know more than her? Huh? Isn't it interesting? Again, like, the fact checkers from Snopes would be all over this story. They would be like, no, wait, hold on a little bit. No, misinformation. Are you working with the Russians? Are you a Tovarish? Are you, Anyway. Let's listen closer, because she says a lot of other interesting stuff.
and they were the only two people on screen in that moment. And it was just like really, really nice. And it was so nice, in fact, that I actually took...
My God, is it so easy to please her? Because I can make indie games, you know? I can literally make a game where there's a room and there's two black people in it. Can I charge her $20 for it? Are there more people like her? Like, maybe I found the niche. Maybe this is a market that I can cash into, you know? Like if this is just the requirement, if this is what I need to do in order to take her mind, fuck it, I'll do it. Just it's simple. It will probably take me 1 month to get that game. You know, I'll even make it pretty. I'll even have like a lot of funny decor in a hotel or something, and you can have like two black people talking with each other. If she buys that game, I will do it. I will do it just for her. I mean, I want to make her happy. You know, like she wants to make me unhappy, but I want to make her happy. Will she pay me? I mean, she's rich, right? She's richer than me. Probably richer than you. Probably richer than both of our families together. Listen, yeah, you that are listening to me right now. If we marry, right? If I divorce my wife and I marry with you, and I'm part of your family now, our money together is not going to compare with the wealth that this lady has. I'm not kidding. Like, seriously, she's rich. She's got a huge net worth, all right? So she would probably buy the game from us if we do it. Let's do it. Let's make a game for her. She's a simple person with simple needs. She doesn't require, you know, like complex story and gameplay. No, like all she wants is two people talking, but they have to be of a particular race, right? That's it. That's it. Like, we can do that.
My phone out and I was like, okay, I'm gonna text a picture of this to my best friend and say, hey,
listen to this, right? Like stories that never happened. So you're playing a video game, right? And you see two black people talking with each other, something that other video games did. Like, it's not groundbreaking. And you take your phone out in order to make a picture to send it to your friend. Why can't you just make a screenshot? Like, do you not know how? It would be a lot more detailed, wouldn't it? Like, if you do a screenshot, why would you? Why would you? God. Okay. And also, why would your friend care? Like, assuming if your friend is a gamer, wouldn't they have the game as well? Wouldn't they know? And if they're not a gamer, why would they give a fuck?
Isn't this cool? Like, the scene in the game is like one of the rare opportunities, and I got halfway through that text before I realized, oh, she's not gonna see that because her shepherd wasn't a black woman, it was a white woman. And I was about to say, okay, I guess I won't send it, when I thought, no, because this is cool for me. And her response was that, like, oh, I haven't seen that enough either. That
is like so bizarre, right? Because what she's talking about, I guess, is replayability. I mean, she's using complex words. You know, we need to. Well, this is what happens when you go to gender studies. Like, you start explaining simple things with using a lot of words. But like, she's talking about replayability. Replayability used to be when you play as a female character, like in Fallout 2, right? And in the beginning, you can prostitute yourself in order to get some caps. You can also prostitute yourself to a slave dealer so that he gives you a discount on a slave. Oh, by the way, Sulik in fucking Fallout 2, it was an NPC that was black, and he wasn't a criminal or anything like that. He was like a really positive character. Anyway, but then as you go into New Reno, you get this gang of people that are incredibly misogynistic, and you can't enter the gang because you're a woman, right? Now, if you play a male character, you don't experience any of these. If you play a male character, you can't prostitute yourself, you can't get caps. You can join that gang, but like, if you go into a brothel, you can't be like a hot porn star, you get less paid, right? The idea is like, there's replayability. Like, if you play a male character, there are certain things that you can't experience, and if you play a female character, you don't have that in Baldur's Gate, right? Like, in Baldur's Gate, whether you're a man or a woman, it's interchangeable, it's all a slosh, it doesn't make any difference. It's like, romance doesn't matter, like, whether you play a male or a female, the same companions, they hit on you, they flirt with you, right? They removed replayability from the game. But in her words, replayability is literally just changing the skin palette of the main character, right? So like she believes that you get like a completely different experience if you play as a black shepherd than if you play an Asian shepherd. It's so fucking ridiculous, you know. But again, it's so easy to please her. Like she is so easy to please. You can make a minimum resource game, and she will buy it from you. If this wasn't a grift, right? Like if this wasn't just her lying in order to promote her consultancy group.
That is really, really great for you and really, really cool to see. And so I talked to some other friends about it of various races, and they weren't all targeted by this moment. They weren't all black.
Yeah, but you know, like if this was a desire, if there was an actual niche in the market to have like more black characters, then there would be mods, right? Like for instance, there is a desire because these people made awareness and hyper racialized everything. There was a desire to make Will from Baldur's Gate white, and that mod got deleted by Nexus Mods. So someone made the point and made every single character in Baldur's Gate black, and that was promoted. Right? So, like, this is why you lose the sympathy of the target audience, because people don't like hypocrisy, regardless of what race they are. They notice it's like, hold on a little bit. This is not about making good games, is it? This is about pushing a social agenda. It's what you've learned at gender studies. Is your fat university professor gorging on student debt, imposing his will or her will on society. This is not about even you. Like even you, you're a pound. But you like being a pound because you make money off of it. It's a grift. But the winner is the fat old university professor, right? Like that is the one that is imposing his will through you into my bedroom. I don't want your fat university stinky professor into my bedroom. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to play your games. Icky.
And still, I realized that they were excited for me. They were excited just hearing me tell my...
Yeah, sure. They were probably rich people, you know. I actually work for my money. I don't grift people for a living. So for me, $70 is a big investment. I don't buy games. I don't support companies for the happiness of other people, right? I pay $70. I expect entertainment for myself. I know I'm selfish that way. I'm selfish. But when you're poor like me, you become selfish too. When I'll be rich like you, I'll be generous. And I'll be like, yes, I may not like this game, Mortal Kombat, horrible shit, but at least other people are happy. The thing is, though, this was done in the past, right? Now is the future. Now it's 2024. It's several years after she said that. We noticed that no one is happy. This is why all the companies are laying people off. No one is happy. Black people aren't happy. Asian people aren't happy. No one is happy. No one is buying their game. People are buying Nikke. Buy a fucking Nikke. Made $600 million on a phone game that doesn't have any representation. It has big fat tits. That's it. And it's making money. It's like a money printing press.
Story, and in Mass Effect, it's kind of an accidental form of representation, right? It's something that's a possibility, but it's not a guarantee if you didn't create that kind of character. But in telling all my friends this and realizing how excited they were, realizing how excited I was, I thought, like, wouldn't it be amazing?
You actually have that in Baldur's Gate, by the way. Like in Baldur's Gate 2, which came way before Mass Effect, you had black NPCs talking to each other.
Amazing if this bit of representation wasn't an accident. I made a black...
What exactly does she mean it's an accident? Again, the developers were aware that some people can play like a black female shepherd and talk to the guy. Like, anyway, right? I looked at more over stuff. Like my funny part is like, you should stop making stories for what the gamers want and make your stories instead. And it's so fucking weird. It's like your job is to make a product for the customer. Now, if you know the customer doesn't like that, why would you keep doing it? Like if I work at a bakery and I know that the customer doesn't like me spitting in their food, why would I keep doing that? It's insane. Right, but it is what it is. I just wanted you guys to see how the consultants think. I wouldn't even say behind closed doors because this is public. Let me know what you think and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.